The jaws of these staghorn beetles are like bayonets, but University of Montana scientist Doug Emlin says that when it comes to weapons in the animal world, the advantage often goes to the dagger, not the sword.
They're lightweight, they're portable, they don't slow you down, they're not very expensive to produce.
As for those rare animals that do have extreme weapons, like the saber-toothed tiger's fangs, their massive weaponry often makes them slow and clumsy. So they probably lurked in trees and ambushed prey by dropping on them for a speedy kill.
These animals experience a very different pattern of selection. For them, it's not the overall running speed of their body or flying speed or swimming speed that matters, because they sit and they wait.
Nature sometimes solves the arms race through specialization. Ants, for instance, divide their jobs. Workers are small and quick, while soldiers have incredibly powerful jaws.
There are soldiers in these guys that can slice through a pencil.
Animal weaponry is for getting food, defending territory, and especially finding a mate. Elk have giant antlers to impress females and duel with other males. Fiddler crabs have enormous claws.
Fiddler crabs actually are, as far as we know, the most extreme animal weapon anywhere. And in some of the most extreme cases, the biggest males of these fiddler crab populations produce a claw that is literally the entire weight of the rest of the body of the male.
The biggest claw usually wins, often by avoiding a fight.
The males can go right up to an opponent, they wave their claws, they size each other up, and the smaller male walks away. And so this odd sort of paradox that arises in these animal species with these huge weapons is that a lot of times they hardly ever fight.
Emlin says that in some ways humans are no different. Take the U.S. Navy, where size matters.
Our aircraft carriers absolutely work as deterrents. There aren't any other countries that have navies as big as the one the United States has, for example, today, and we use those aircraft carriers as deterrents.
But this is where human behavior veers in a direction that Emlin says is incredibly dangerous, at least in terms of the natural world he studies. Our most powerful weapons are now widely available. If everyone has a bomb, Emlin asks, how can rivals size each other up and know when to back down?
They started making smaller and smaller warheads that could be packaged on smaller and lighter missiles, or more delivery packages, and the sheer number of these warheads exploded to the point where they're all over the place now, and now our problems are keeping tabs of them all.
He says there is no analogy in the animal kingdom for weapons of mass destruction. And because these could destroy the world, he hopes all nations will take a lesson from the natural world. For VOA News, I'm Shelley Schlender.